Now, when it comes to giving a speech, maybe in your school, in your church, or in your community, basically, you maybe fumble. Some people maybe don't know how to speak. They say that they are introverts as per se. But there's one common thing that is fascinating to me when it comes to giving a speech. I'm going to teach you 3 steps to giving any speech or any matter or any context. So stay around and stick around. Number 1, the first thing to do on any speech on any matter is to talk about the 1, 2, 3 rule. That is the one thing, 2 types or 2 kinds, and 3 ways on the same matter. So this is a rule that I have obtained. Over the years at Davy X Talks, we talk about ideation that sparks change or transformation. So basically we're talking about ideation, thinking about something that will bring or bother change. So in this context and in this matter, we're talking about the one thing about the subject, the 2 kinds of the subject, the 3 ways of doing anything in the subject. Perhaps let's take an example. Maybe you've been given an example of, maybe let's take a topic that you've been told to talk about. You've been told to speak about children, for example. You talk about the one thing about a child. So the one thing about a child is that children are loving. 2 kinds. There are 2 kinds of children, disobedient and obedient. 3 ways. There are 3 ways to deal with a child. Is to entice them with gifts. Number 2 is to converge or converse with them. And number 3 is to interact with them with questions. Maybe in another example, we're talking about food. So the one thing about food is food energizes you. Beautiful. Number 2 is 2 types. There are 2 types of food. There are dry fry foods and wet fry foods. 3 ways. There are 3 ways to prepare food. You can either boil, you can either sun dry, or you can either drink raw or eat raw, depending on the context of the matter. So in that context, we are talking about, this is the unquestionable dominion hack that gives you. So perhaps you've been told to talk about prayer. In that context and that matter, you're talking about prayer. The one thing about prayer is you asking God. There are 2 types of prayer: intercessory and thanksgiving. 3 ways. There are 3 ways to pray. You can meditate. Number 2, you can speak out loud. And number 3, you can be prayed for by another person. So in that context, we see that this is a rule that works. So if you want to build this rule and build this momentum, just stick around and join our community. We talk about talking over across the nations, giving speeches that builds life, and giving life-changing conversations, inspirational, accountability, and building lives. So thank you for joining us tonight, and maybe find value out of this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.